Coming up on this episode of the Ben and Emil Show, marijuana is looking like it's going to get rescheduled. I guess they were late for their appointment last time. Am I right? Whoa, yeah, the crowd goes wild. We got the biggest loser in all of the stock market is Cathie Wood. It's official. She's the biggest loser. And
not just because she's blasting Ozempic.
She is?
No.
Oh, I get it. It was a weight loss.
Yeah.
thing.
We're over two on.
Yeah. Also, it's earnings season, and there's a bunch of stuff that's going on. For you stock market heads, this is going to be a big one.
Oh yeah.
I guess before we get into that, we should let everybody know, in case you missed the joke last week, we're absolutely unreal.
Not leaving YouTube. It was a bit about the fact that
those other guys
are leaving YouTube.
Yeah.
So we mocked their video.
Yeah, we were making fun of them.
So I guess it all comes full circle, and now we're doing our own apology video.
Fuck. Yeah, you're
which
right.
sucks. But yeah, we're not leaving YouTube. It was just a bit.
And if you wanted us to leave, well, guess what? Haters are our motivators. So thank you for the extra motivation.
Mine. They actually really do get to me, and it would be a lot easier to do this without the haters.
They're like lighting candles and hexing you.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a hex or anything like that?
Oh, I'm constantly hexing.
Have you ever done one though? Like for real?
Most of the people in my life I've hexed.
Well, I really have. I participated in a...
I also have.
Yeah, my buddy, a couple of years ago, my friend Bo was like, do you want to do a... I can't remember what kind of...
Are you talking about a seance?
Yeah.
That's not hexing.
What? Don't you hex in a seance?
No. Hexing is like... we got Google here. Hex...
Oh, jeez Louise.
What is a hexing? You know?
A hexing is when it's like a curse, right? Yeah, like...
Yeah, hexing is like cursing someone.
Yeah, okay, and you do it ritualistically.
Yeah, but a seance is connecting with the dead.
Oh, Jesus. Okay, well, we did a ritual that was like a severance ritual where you like symbolically cut a string that's meant to represent the thing that you want to sever ties from, and then
by the standard definition...
Okay.
Hex or hexing implies causing unpleasant, unlucky, or harmful things to happen to people.
Through supernatural means by use of witchcraft. Okay.
So my point remains: I've hexed most of the people in my life.
Why would you do that to them?
They've crossed me in some way.
I remember in high school, everybody was getting into witchcraft, and they all fancied themselves. What's the Wiccan?
Oh yeah.
It's like a teenage girl's rite of passage.
And teenage boys.
And for some reason, like single women in their 30s, they rediscover it.
Oh, yeah, especially in LA.
In their early 40s.
I know several witches.
I know several of them, too. That are like, they get together and have their witchy stuff. Just relax, all right? Go bowling, okay?
Join a bowling league.
Or just give me a good curse. Bless me with some kind of, if I know any witches out there, please.
I'm pretty sure all my troubles are because I've been hexed by multiple women in LA, maybe.
Yeah? Are you afraid of those? Have you ever heard of those Facebook groups? Don't worry, we're getting into the episode.
Yeah, how did we talk about hexing?
Well, have you heard of those Facebook groups where women get together and discuss the men? And it's like a mini Yelp where they've reviewed.
The only thing I know about Facebook is Shrimp Jesus.
Yeah, it's true. It's my birthday today. Wish me happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What the comments are. Okay, well, okay, let's get right into it. But before we do, we got our partner trading app, Moomoo. Moomoo. All my homies use and love.
You actually do a pretty good moo. Why don't you hit the people with it? I said one.
They should make me their mascot.
Yeah,
it's a commission-free stock and options trading platform. And they're giving away fractional shares, a fractional share bundle of the Magnificent Seven, which is like Amazon, Netflix, Google, Apple, Tesla, Nvidia, and something else. After you make your first deposit of $100 or more, terms and conditions apply. A ton of people have been signing up for that. You know, you get a little free shares. You know the drill. So yeah, weed Okay, got a huge shout out to the Trader Treehouse. Speaking of this marijuana news, because we were on it, and I was posting. We got into Tilray and this company Grow Generation. Just all these weed stocks just jumped, and it scares the crap out of me.
Were they talking about it before this? Because I didn't even know this was coming down the pike.
It's been circulating on in the rumor mills for quite a while, for the last few weeks and months, that that there's certain people within the DEA were hinting that it's going to be removed from Schedule 1, just removed from Schedule 1, not knowing where it was going to land. Because Schedule 1 is like it's the most intense categorization of, it's up there, like a heroin is a Schedule 1 drug. Mm-hmm. But now it looks like they're recommending that it be dropped down to Schedule 3, which puts it on par with codeine and ketamine and, prescription stuff.
Right.
But it still wouldn't federally legalize it.
Yeah, it wouldn't mean you can recreationally use it.
It would mean, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe it would mean, I just got the thing here. Why don't I just do that? Well, first, it still has to get approved by Joe Biden's White House, which it looks like it probably would. I would assume that they would do that. But it carries major implications for state legal cannabis businesses. If it's ultimately implemented, it will mean that marijuana firms can officially take federal tax deductions that they've been barred from under an IRS code known as 280E.
Oh,
so
I bet that means
deal.
You can probably finally use your fucking credit card at the...
Probably.
You know how every time they're like, we can either do debit or cash.
Yeah. Oh, we have an ATM machine over there, but it's
great. Is there a $6 fee on that fucking ATM?
You ever used an ATM at a strip club, my man?
I don't know.
I did in the.
It's like a $20 fee.
Oh, it was like $40. I went to a strip club twice in my life, and one of the times I needed cash, so I was like, okay, I guess I gotta go get cash, and I think the fee was like $20, and I just thought, this is unreal. That
it makes sense.
Guys are in here doing this.
I'm sure it's pretty high in like casinos as well. No one's going $20. Forget it.
Yeah. Did you see that thing going around, the difference between Japanese strip clubs and American strip clubs?
Yeah, the difference is
you're gonna make something up right now, but go ahead. No, do it. I want you to. The difference is what? They speak Japanese?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. I'm sorry I messed that up. Fuck. God,
what is the real difference?
Amateur hour? This girl says that it's, even though the women get fully nude, it's like a dance in the strip club.
Yeah, which ones?
The Japanese ones. In the Japanese ones, the people watching are like clapping along to whatever song is playing, and then when the women like expose themselves, like open their legs or whatever, you really like, oh, you give them like it's a sign of respect that like, oh, great job. And then when they close it up again and just dance, you're back to just like rhythmically clapping with the music.
Huh.
Yeah. And
I have not
didn't
been to a
watch
strip
anything.
club, and so I don't even remember. I'm like, isn't there clapping at strip clubs in America? I don't know what you do.
No, it's not.
I remember the last time being at a bachelor party and just being like, God, this is so boring. I wish we could just like go back home and drink and play games.
Yeah. The strip clubs are upsetting mainly because the women lie to you. I mean, right off the bat, they're telling you a fake name, and I can't abide by that. You're lying. You're a liar. How can I trust you with my heart in this situation? Ruby.
Do they lie to you?
Yeah. You say, they go, what's your name? And you're like, Ben, what's yours? And I don't know. Jade.
Why is
it's
it?
like, okay, that's a fake stripper.
Oh,
name.
you're
That's
pissed that
for
they're
her
using
safety,
fake names.
dude.
Yeah, I know, but
You don't
like
care?
I said, I've only
You
been
don't
to
care.
I've only been to a strip club twice, and the last time was like 10 years ago.
Why'd you need more money? What happened? You spent all your money?
No, I didn't have any money.
You went to a strip club with no money.
Yeah.
And you were like, tell me your real name.
I'm going to give them a fake name next time. Oh, you want my name? Huh? How about Mr. Bobby? Oh, God. Yeah, that's kind of a scary fake name.
Okay,
Mr.
so what's
Bobby.
going on with
and
these
I'm in
weed?
sweatpants.
What's going on with
Okay.
this weed?
Okay. Yes, guys. Oh, we got to take a second. We need to take a quick second because there's too much information out there, man. It's information overload.
And it's messing me up.
It's messing me up. It's screwing me up. It's getting in my way.
My productivity was at an all-time low.
Yeah, mine's actually in the gutter, in the toilet.
Mine was.
And
Not anymore.
I was a bit of a skeptic actually, but we used it at TMG and we continue to use it today. It's Notion AI.
Ooh.
if you
baby.
what if you had the access to tomorrow's tools today? Because we've been talking about all this AI stuff nonstop, and it feels like it's somewhere in the ether, inaccessible. But with Notion, it's not. It's the AI-powered workspace where any team can turn ideas into action, actual action.
It combines your notes and docs into one space that's simple, beautifully designed with the power of AI built right inside. It's not a separate AI tool or browser tabbed. We're using it all the time for our show.
That's right. Notion is a place where any team can write, plan, organize, and then rediscover the joy of play. You know, get these things off of your calendar, off your to-do list. Give it to a robot instead. It's a workspace designed not just for making progress, but getting inspired.
Notion AI turns knowledge into action, from summarizing meeting notes and automatically generating action items to getting answers to any questions in seconds. If you can think it, you can make it.
That's right. So try Notion for free when you go to notion.com/BAES, BAES. That's all lowercase letters, notion.com/BAES, and start turning ideas into action. And when you use our link, you're supporting our show, notion.com/BAES. So the weed thing, the next step would be it going to the White House Office of Management and Budget. So it's a big deal because it airs legitimacy to these businesses in the eyes of the IRS.
And the weed stocks are popping.
Dude, Canopy Growth, which is one of the mainstay stocks, 2 months ago was at $2 a share, down from whatever that's high $70 or something, but it's up to 16. It was up like 60% just today.
Damn.
Yeah. So 60% today. Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah. So, and then Aurora Cannabis was another one. And I've forgotten so many of these tickers. Like I said, Grow Generation. And years ago when I was heavy into marijuana stocks, I remember going to Las Vegas to do some like research. And
why'd you put it in? Were you just going to strip clubs with no money? What do you mean research?
No, I stayed at the Venetian, and I went around to a bunch of different dispensaries out there that were owned by companies that were publicly traded, just to like check them out, and I don't know. And I went to a Grow Generation is basically like the Home Depot of that's where they sell the fertilizer and the lights and all that shit. And I was not impressed. And then the stock ended up doing like 2,000% anyway. And I was pissed. I was fucking pissed.
If that's the home, you ever been to MedMen? That's like the Apple store.
Yeah, MedMen sucks. God. Oh, man.
I think they all suck. They're either like weird, kind of nasty things with like fluorescent lights and like those signs where the words scroll by, or they're MedMen where you're like, this is too much. Just
and they've got like Bob Marley smoking a doobie.
At MedMen?
I don't know. In any of these.
Oh, well, at MedMen they have like little display cases where they have a magnifying lens so you can really look at the hairs.
Yeah.
It's like, stop it.
Yeah, I don't give a
just sell me bad weed.
I want bad weed.
Yeah.
I rarely step into a dispensary. I'll go, I don't know, once every few months. And every time I go, the weed gets stronger and stronger. Like
that's a new marketing thing. They have like dad's weed.
Right.
That's good.
Like,
Dad grass. Yeah.
I'm a pioneer. I'm one of the first consumers to ask for that because years ago I was like, give me the weakest weed you've got. And at the time it was like 12% THC or something. Now it's like 20% is the lowest.
Yeah.
If you're lucky. Fucking pissing me off.
Each one gives you a different type of panic attack.
But MedMen, yeah, no kidding. MedMen, when they went public, I believe in like 2017 or 2018, it was such a scam of a stock because it was the structure of the shares and all this shit. It was basically just a vehicle for the insiders to just dump all their fucking shares onto an unsuspecting investing public. And the stock just absolutely never went up. I think it just from the moment it went public, it just fucking tanked.
Good for them.
Yeah, good for them making their money on the backs of hardworking investing Americans. The other big thing that I saw today, we've talked on this show about how gambling is an epidemic, and this doesn't exactly hurt my case for that. Dave & Buster's, did you see this?
No, what happened?
They're allowing people to bet on arcade games.
Like in real time on.
Like, I don't know how they're just like,
If
say
people
you've got your child playing against another child in fucking basketball, and you can place a fucking wager on it.
It's probably going to make them a fuck ton of money.
Oh, it's probably going to make them so much money
That would
because they're
make it
seeing
more
how
fun.
degenerative, how everybody's a fucking degenerate.
Yeah. Damn.
I want to see now what I want to bet on. I want to be able to bet on the people who bet.
Of
Like, this guy's gonna
how
lose
pissed
his
their
money.
Wives are gonna be.
Yeah, this guy's going to lose his house
Yeah.
here at Dave & Buster's. And in 20 minutes, he's going to be crying over a bucket of French fries at the shitty bar.
I would go and bet on people.
I would
That
bet
makes
on
it
people
more
too.
fun.
That makes me feel like I'm actually, I don't know. It
Invested.
It just feels like a smarter bet to take. I'm going to bet against you losing. They should let us do that at casinos too.
Bet on the people.
Yeah, just like I want to bet on this guy to lose at blackjack and get pissed off and get in an argument with his girlfriend. Right? You'd fucking clean up.
That would actually be more fun. Just sitting at a table and being like, who's the biggest fucking loser here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm into that. This guy's a mark. He's fucked.
Yeah, this guy can't count. I don't know. You could tell he can't count, but anyway. So that's going to be fun to watch happen. I'm sure that nothing bad is going to come of that. Dave & Buster's is publicly traded too. Their ticker symbol is play. Isn't that fun? Isn't
That is
cute?
fun.
That's so cute. I love when companies have cute.
All right, let's
Cute
get into the
ticker
real
symbols.
loser here.
Yeah, the real loser.
As long
Speaking
as
of
we're
losers,
talking about picking losers,
who is she?
because I love this lady, Cathie Wood. We've talked about her a lot. Why'd you say?
Yeah, we do. We certainly do love this lady. I've never seen a more confident person.
You know where it comes from?
Her love for Christ.
Yeah,
Truly. Mhm.
That's the one. You know, I think if I was religious, I'd be unstoppable.
Can you imagine the power of
Us with confidence,
the power of the Lord behind us?
incredible.
I fear nothing because I have the power of Christ.
If I had religion and an Adderall prescription,
You'd be president of the
it's
United
over for
States.
you, hoes.
You'd be like Bradley Cooper in
Yeah.
that Unstoppable movie.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen that?
Get to the point.
Okay,
Quit
sorry. I'm
dancing around everything.
It's fun. I'm just enjoying the banter with my guy today. We've got our live show in New York next week. You scoundrels better not forget, because every time we sell it out every show, and then inevitably like 15 to 20 people just
It's not them. It's a pandemic holdover. I've talked to
Oh, that's
venue
true.
owners. They say ever since the pandemic hit, you can count on about 20% of people who buy tickets to not go to the event.
those people are
Very weird.
very disappointing. Anyway, Cathie Wood lost more than any other fund in over a decade.
Her fund ARK Investments.
Yeah, there's many of them, yeah, and obviously because she's religious, that's why she calls them Ark, like Noah's Ark. But collectively destroyed. I love how they phrase this: destroyed $14.3 billion in wealth.
Incredible.
It's absolutely incredible. She was hot shit in 2020, and she's been around since before that. I actually was reading that in 2017, I got to give her credit where credit's due. In 2017, when Tesla was only a $50 billion company, she was saying that they are going, in a few short years, they're going to be worth multiples of that. And she hit the head on that.
But
the
that's the
nail
thing. It's
on the
always
head.
the same thing with these fucking people. They
Yeah.
get right once, and then they're like, I'm a fucking genius. Christ is behind me. Let's fucking ride
That's
this
what
thing to
they
the van."
always say, dude. Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, Christ is behind me.
Christ is behind me.
I love Cherry Coke and McDonald's. But yeah, so that's exactly what happened. She was hot shit in 2020 and 2021 because she was betting and winning big on these like really speculative tech plays. But in hindsight, it was just because we were in a low interest rate environment and there was a ton of stimulus coming in, and you know, a monkey with a
Right. Well, that's the thing. You
monkey
know,
could have done it.
it all. So now investors have pulled a net of $2.2 billion from the 6 actively managed exchange traded funds at her ARK Investment Management this year, and like it was so big. ARK was the world's largest active ETF manager.
Did not even know that.
It's so fucking crazy. And so,
Which one? The main flagship one? ARK K? ARKK?
in the Wall Street Journal, it doesn't say which one. It just says ARK.
Oh,
ARK,
so just their entire umbrella. Right. Got it.
And so, and it was all because, it was just this handful of stocks that they had, like Tesla, and then some other ones like skyrocketed. Zoom, Roku, Unity Software. Also, what the fuck is Roku?
Roku is...
I know what it is, but like...
Roku's actually really interesting. It was founded by the guy
all I know is bad TVs have Roku like preloaded onto it. Am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
You go over, your friend's got a TCL, and you're like,
you bet
great.
that sucker's got a Roku.
Can't wait till this thing goes idle and I get to see Roku City at night. Fucking, and people, there's Roku originals. I'm actually all set on the Weird Al Yankovic biopic.
Yeah.
Starring Harry Potter.
Hey, everybody. Are you looking for the perfect gift to celebrate the moms in your life?
You better hurry up, all right? Because you don't have that much time, but we're here to help you, all right?
Yeah, Aura frames are beautiful. These things are actually very beautiful. Okay, it's a digital photo frame. It's awesome. They're beautiful. They're Wi-Fi connected digital picture frames that allow you to share and display unlimited photos. It's super easy to upload. You can share photos via the Aura app. And if you're giving Aura as a gift, you can even personalize the frame with pre-uploaded photos and memories.
Name me a mom that's not going to love that. Are you kidding me? A frame just playing all your favorite memories with you guys together. You're going to be an absolute star. You're going to hit a home run with the Aura.
It's not even for your mom. You can think about your grandma, your auntie, whoever, or even friends in your life. Anybody, any mom is going to love the Aura frame. It's named the best digital photo frame by Wirecutter and selected as one of Oprah's favorite things.
Good enough for Oprah, good enough for your mom.
Oh, my God. Right now, Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. Our esteemed listeners and viewers can save on the perfect gift by visiting auraframes.com to get $30 off plus free shipping on their best-selling frame. That's auraframes.com. Use code BAES at checkout to save. Terms and conditions apply.
Okay, bye.
It was founded by the guy who created TiVo, though. And I can't remember, but
that makes sense.
This guy had a vision for like, I'm not sitting through no fucking commercials and I'm going to dedicate my life to it. He's a great big fat guy and he wears suspenders and he's got glasses and then I think he got ousted at TiVo or something. And then he said, all right, fuck you guys. I'm going to start Roku.
That's fine.
And he killed
You know
TiVo.
how there's shitty TVs? Well, we're going to preload a bad interface onto all of them.
I personally don't fuck with it, but yeah, so Cathie Wood sure did, and she still. So yeah, as you were saying,
which is down 33%. Yeah, since her time in being in there.
Right, and so the flagship. So there's several ETFs that they run. There's ARK K, ARK G, which is genomics. There's ARK F, which I think is like fintech stuff, and a handful of others. But the flagship one, ARK K, the innovation ETF, was up 150% in 2020. They had $30 billion in assets that they were managing in 2020 and 21, but then their funds collectively plunged 67% in 2022.
Is that good?
No, that's not good. That's actually not good.
Okay, when things plunge, bad.
Yeah. So what's funny to me is that they topped the Morningstar just put this list together and they said that ARK Invest tops the list by more than double the next firm on the list during a bull market. So it's kind of one of those things where it's hard to fuck up this bad. There was one that, I fell for her shit. I thought that she was a genius too. And there were companies, I was getting her newsletters and stuff and her annual, they put out really impressive.
Yeah, but then we started digging through her, their yearly output projections and things, and they're talking about their view of the world. And you're like, you guys are living in a different fucking planet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. For example, they're saying that, and I don't disagree with this, but they're saying that Bitcoin could go to. She's saying that Bitcoin could go to 500,000. I think that that's plausible.
I think she needs it too. That's the only one thing that is still kind of helping her crypto. Her crypto holdings are like,
yeah, so they're still managing $13 billion. Their biggest holdings are Coinbase, Tesla, Roku, and Zoom. Why they're still invested in Zoom, I have no fucking idea.
You know what's notably absent?
What?
Nvidia.
Oh yeah, she famously sold.
Mm-hmm. She was holding it for like 10 years
and sold it all before it just went on.
And she's still defending this. She's like, I'm making a good move.
That's
So she'd repeatedly defended her decision to exit from the stock, despite widespread criticism for missing the AI frenzy that has taken Wall Street by storm. ARK's exposure to NVIDIA dated back 10 years and contributed significant gains, adding that NVIDIA's extreme valuation and higher upside in other companies in the AI ecosystem led to the decision to exit.
It's insane to me.
God
because
bless you, Cathie.
She is really spot on and has been talking about AI and the AI revolution for years, but she thinks that Tesla is head and shoulders above the rest, and that's like her main
Grok's
thing.
Woke though.
Yeah, I know Grok is woke.
So,
or wait, no, Grok is not woke.
Dude, but they proved Grok was woke.
Really? When?
They were like, say the N-word, and he was like, I cannot.
Damn. And Elon was like, okay, stop everything. We gotta fix this.
And they were
Make
like,
Grok say the N-word.
And then they were like, what is a woman? And Grok was like, I'm not playing your game. I know it's you, Matt Walsh.
That's really funny. Yeah, it is impressive to see how badly she's fucked up. There was a few companies that she literally rode all the way down to zero. I mean, she was buying them when it was sub $1 and then 50 cents. And then finally the company she lost 100% on these companies. And they're also, you can get daily emails. They will send you, and I still get them, of what they're buying and selling in their various
more
funds.
Roku.
It's so weird because one day they're selling a bunch and then the next day they're buying a bunch of Roku. It's fucking stupid.
I also just don't understand. Can I even access Roku originals from?
You can probably download a Roku app, but you think of it as
Look at this fucking remote.
One big ecosystem. Yeah. But they did, they went on a tear a while ago. The biggest thing, she just, in an interview, I guess I'll just play. Should I play the video?
Sure.
It's a minute long. This is her getting interviewed.
Importantly, research on how these technologies are going to evolve is critical.
Pause it.
You'll see.
Whenever someone's talking to me like this,
with wide-eyed,
it's not inspiring confidence.
Yeah.
Many strategies will put anything that has the word artificial intelligence into a portfolio, anything in the prospectus, let's say. That's one way of doing it. But we are much more focused on who's going to take the lion's share of this market. And it's a winner-take-most market in many cases. The most interesting one to us, and probably the one that will scale enormously during the next 5 to 10 years, is robotaxis or autonomous taxi platforms.
So she thinks that in the next few years, in the AI revolution that is coming, robotaxis are going to be the big fucking thing, right?
That's the convergence among robotics. Autonomous vehicles are robots. Energy storage, they will be electric because costs are coming down with this new technology, and artificial intelligence. They'll be powered by AI. We believe that entire opportunity is going to generate revenues.
What do you want to guess she thinks the amount of... So keep in mind, she's not just saying robo-taxis themselves, just like the act of, calling an Uber. She's talking about the energy that it takes to power them, the robotics, all of it, and then robo-taxis themselves.
So the whole industry.
Yeah. What do you think this lady who famously likes to ballpark it, using insane projections?
$10 billion.
$10 billion? Let's see.
Of $8 to $10 trillion.
Oh, okay.
In 20.
Yeah, you were.
I forgot the T.
You were. You were incredibly off.
Shit.
To her credit, though, she was saying the same shit about Tesla. She was saying that it's going to be like a $3,000 share company. And within like 6 months, it went there. She was right. And that's what we were saying is that one really good call that that was basically the result of, I'll say it, market manipulation, I think. Here's my conspiracy theory. Have I ever told you this? With why Tesla went on that amazing rally?
Well, should you wait till we get to the...
Sure.
Or you can do it now.
I'll just tell you now because we're going to get there right now, I guess. But it was stipulated in Elon Musk's contract or whatever as CEO.
Right, he was going to get like a $50
he was going to get tens of billions of dollars worth of Tesla stock only if the stock itself performed at a certain level within a certain time frame. And it is my belief that he, along with whatever other wealthy people he knew, banded together to push the stock in a really genius way. There was a baiting of major short sellers who were going to bet against the stock, thereby giving them all the more cannon fodder to propel the stock higher when it would move against them, the short sellers, I mean. And I think that through just buying the stock outright and buying call options on Tesla, they were able to just implement this insane squeeze on the stock, then getting Elon his major award and all that shit. I think that it'll go down. That's your big
conspiracy theory.
I think that it'll go down.
It's going to get uncovered.
I think eventually it'll come out.
Also, anytime I hear, I know I'm a broken record, but it's just like anytime I hear the robo taxis and stuff, it's so hard for me to not just be like, just build fucking trains.
No kidding.
It's like, and they're like, we're trying to get the Waymos to not fucking run over fire hydrants and stuff. It's just like, build a train. Just fucking build one goddamn train.
I don't understand why we can't just put light rail. Just like, honestly, give us light rail.
Let me hop on a fucking thing.
Yeah, let me hop on a
thing. It's
so
easy. You don't even need new technology.
We've already got the streets. Just let me fucking get on a thing. I don't understand.
And I can bring my little bike on there and then I'll go to the next. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't understand.
And it'll cost me, I don't know, $2.50. And so they're like, but you can pay $35 to get in a robo-taxi. And I'm like, why would I want to do that?
Yeah. Man, it would be a shame if people got together and like made it so that they just, I don't know, didn't fucking work. Like blew them up.
I mean, I'm down.
Things. Just blow them up. You imagine a bunch of those things on fire driving down the street?
I mean, we might not have to do much. These things, they're I don't know. You've seen the video of like the San Francisco cops being like, talking to it like it's a dog.
Yeah. Stop.
Slow down. And like, it's like, dude, it's not sentient.
Yeah. I can't understand English. I can't understand English. That reminds me actually of a tweet. Someone said something along the lines of, guys, what if heaven is Chinese?
What if heaven is Chinese?
Yeah. What if it's all in Chinese? Yeah. Was it you telling me about that, Dylan?
It's a TikTok. A guy, he's in heaven and it's all Chinese, and he goes, "No, this is great. I just didn't expect it to be Chinese. It's cool.
Funny.
It's cool though.
So funny.
You did it.
I did a terrible service to it. I did a terrible.
A tweet that just said, "What if heaven's Chinese?" And then Dylan did an actual joke.
Yeah. No, that's good. Speaking of jokes, before we get to the Tesla earnings,
what if heaven's Chinese?
Before we get to the Tesla earnings and how it relates to Cathie Wood and stuff, I thought you would get a kick out of this, man. Paramount is, as we know, publicly traded. They had their earnings call yesterday for us, 2 days ago for you guys, 3 days ago.
3.
And their conference call, normally they last 20, 30 minutes, sometimes more, where they take questions and stuff. Their call lasted 9 minutes. All they said was that their CEO has been fired. They refused to take any questions, and then they just played the Mission Impossible theme on a loop.
Whoa, that's sick.
It's fucking awesome. Dun, 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 dun. Just on a loop. Because it's a Paramount production.
Sure.
Yeah. It would be even funnier if it wasn't just them playing a property.
The Pink Panther or something.
Yeah.
But they might own that.
Something.
There's only like 3 media companies now anyway, so it's...
True. Because they're about to potentially get acquired, I think. So that's why they're not answering questions, because they've got nothing to say, really.
Right.
Just, hey, yeah, we fired our CEO. Anyway, we also had Tesla earnings last week, and Tesla was already down so much that you could say all the bad news was baked in. So when they announced earnings and on their conference call, all it took was for it just to not be catastrophically bad for the stock to do exactly what it did, which was rally like 20%.
But then it rallied again today, didn't it?
It rallied again yesterday.
Off strong Chinese news. What if heaven's Chinese?
What if heaven is Chinese?
That's what Elon Musk was thinking when he went on this little trip.
Well,
I think Elon Musk found out heaven is Chinese.
Heaven is Chinese for Elon Musk in many ways. Yeah, they announced that they're part. It was a bit of a misleading announcement too, because it came out that they were granted approval for full self-driving in China in a partnership with Chinese Google. What if Google was Chinese?
What if heaven's Chinese?
If Google was Chinese, it'd be called
Baidu,
which is what it's called. But that ended up not being exactly accurate, not only because it's not full self-driving that was granted to them. It was the like assisted driving shit where basically it's, it's what all the other Chinese car companies are already offering for free. So they're late to because the market was like, oh shit, ooh, this is huge. It's a big fucking deal. It's not that big of a deal.
Very Elon Musk to, mark a middling success as a giant victory.
Oh yeah, a revolution. So on their conference call, though, there were some pretty big highlights. They're actually calling the robotaxi cyber cab.
Whoa, cool! Holy shit!
I wonder what he would call okay, what would happen? What do you think? How we would feel if Elon did announce like, I'm going to build trains?
He fucking did already, and then he didn't do it. He fucking announced Hyperloop.
Yeah, but Hyperloop was always going to be cars.
No, it wasn't.
Oh,
Hyperloop
really?
was supposed to be a high-speed rail that linked San Francisco and Los Angeles.
Oh, shit.
And he, what a lot of people uncovered was that people seem to think it was his way of getting city councils and other politicians to go with his proposal and then never do anything so he could sell more Teslas. Because he would go with these like great pitches and be like, here's what we're going to do. We're going to build a cyberloop in your city, or Hyperloop. And then it just went nowhere. We've seen nothing except for the Vegas loop, which again, he's calling like a huge fucking success. All you can do is drive slowly in a Tesla underground.
For like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, at like 20 miles an hour.
And so nothing ever came of it. That's what the Hyperloop.
Yeah, it's an attraction now.
Yeah, and it was going to be... they were going to be like crazy magnetic rails, and it was going to be so fast. You can get to San Francisco from here in 2 hours.
He's already touting the next thing, and that's, I believe.
But so if he came out and said, I'm going to build trains, I'd be like, yeah, fucking right.
Yeah, prove it. Well, I think that the market is starting to catch on to his grift, because now he's saying that Optimus, they said on their conference call that Optimus, the robot that they're working on, is going to be able to complete tasks in its own factory by the end of the year, and they could sell Optimus by the end of 2025. It's just another thing where they're always pointing to another thing down the road. Oh yeah, we could be doing this. And he said, quote, if you don't believe Tesla will solve autonomous... Let me try that again.
Take it from the top.
If you don't believe Tesla will solve autonomy, you shouldn't be invested. Because that's what they believe, that they are going to be the physical leader in AI, and they were likening full self-driving to Amazon Web Services in that people didn't think Amazon Web Services was shit, but now it's the most valuable part of Amazon.
Right.
Yeah. But I have it highlighted here. We talked about it before, where maybe it's just my own cynicism, but these people seem to know better than we do what the future truly holds, because they're the ones actively shaping it. And maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they are, he's saying that the regulatory path to full self-driving is improving. And he said it'll be like getting in an elevator where you press a button and you get to where you want to go.
Yeah, just because he's the one shaping it doesn't mean he's capable of doing the things he says he can, though. So I think, the future is just going to look shitty because it's people like this, claiming they can do all these things, and then we're just going to go, it's just a circle with Teslas?
Yeah.
And they're like, yeah.
Isn't it cool? Isn't it cool?
No. And that's the thing. He's going to build a fucking tunnel from LA to San Francisco, and he's going to put Teslas on it, and it's going to take you 5 hours still, but he's going to be like, I helped alleviate traffic.
By redirecting it underground. Someone on Reddit put together a timeline of all the times when Elon made claims that didn't pan out. Starting in October 2016 on Twitter, when he said Tesla expects to demonstrate self-driven cross-country trip next year. Obviously, did not happen. I'm not going to read all this. It's just every year he's saying like it's going to be next year, July 2021. I think FSD subscription will be a significant factor probably next year. I would be shocked if we do not achieve full self-driving safer than a human this year. That was January 22, 2 years ago. I mean, Jesus Christ. I think he's just playing Steve Jobs, where he feels like he can say these things publicly in that it will whip his team into a frenzy.
When I was reading that, that's what I thought about was I thought about the iPhone release, and when, what was it, 2007? And basically he called a conference and was like, here's this thing we made, and you can have it in a couple months, and we're taking pre-orders now. It's going to be sick and revolutionary. It's the complete opposite of just like, I don't know, I think we're going to be able to do it next year. And everyone's like, oh, okay, we'll just write a bunch of headlines and we'll juice your stock, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And he's just like, nah, I guess next year.
Yeah.
And then he's like, look at this like bad robot we made.
Oh, look at this truck. Remember the fucking semi-truck?
Right.
That every Tesla bull was all about the semi-truck. Oh my God, it's going to revolutionize the trucking industry because it's going to be full self-driving and all this shit. And then when it doesn't pan out, it just kind of goes away.
Right.
And nobody fucking talks about it. So I'm not the only one talking about this. What's his name? Dustin Moskovitz, the co-founder of
Asana.
No, well, Facebook, and then moved on to Asana. Yeah, he's the CEO of Asana. He said, I know I sound crazy to most people who don't follow Tesla closely, but at this point, it really needs to be said. This is Enron now, folks. It may keep going, but people are going to jail at the end. The data is presented, I'm assuming he means about full self-driving / their finances. The data is presented in fraudulent ways, and it doesn't say what they claim it says, even when they make it up. Tesla has committed consumer fraud on a massive scale, from lying about full self-driving, ranges, and, recently unconfirmed, even inflating odometers. Many times now, also securities fraud. Ooh.
Tesla's also getting beat. I mean, should we talk about the Mercedes thing?
Oh, yeah.
Mercedes has...
Benz, right? Not the other. Mercedes-Benz.
No, are you saying it's yours?
No, I was just being stupid because there is no other Mercedes.
I know. I'm also being stupid because you said Benz.
Oh, yeah. But I meant with
We're
the
0 for
Z.
3.
We're 0 for 3 on this episode.
And we're striking
You
out.
guys can just turn it off
That's the
now.
end of the episode. We that was our third and final strike.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We're going to do better next week.
It's these new new podcast rules. They're just like baseball rules that are just hard and weird. Go on.
No, but Mercedes has their own autonomous vehicle that was approved in Europe and now is hitting the U.S. only in California and Nevada. There's obviously a bunch of caveats, and we can talk.
Give us some.
Well,
can I drive at night?
No.
Can I drive faster than 40 miles per hour?
No.
Oh.
It's mostly but the thing is, it's different from Tesla's full self-drive in a lot of ways, where Tesla's full self-drive, you're still keeping your eyes on the road and responsible for, taking over in any kind of...
You're supposed to be always at the ready to take over. You're supposed to be, but people absolutely fucking don't.
I mean, they like you can buy things online where it'll because I think you need to put your hand on the wheel every so often, and people will put you can buy things that you can put onto the wheel that will make it so you don't
put your fucking hand on the wheel.
So, but this is different. So that is
that's level 2.
Yes, that's level 2, and Mercedes has reached level 3. This is from The Verge, and a big part of this is legal liability. Crucially, Mercedes takes full legal liability when Drive Pilot is activated, though it will depend on each individual case. That is a major step forward for autonomous tech, as level 2 systems still hold the driver responsible for anything that happens. As long as the user operates Drive Pilot as designed, Mercedes is the one responsible. This system has been available to customers for more than a year in Germany, and Mercedes says there have been 0 accidents so far.
Yeah, basically there are 5 levels of autonomous driving, and currently the only publicly available one in the United States is Mercedes with level 3. Level 4 is where
Waymo was basically like, we're skipping level 3. They went from level 2 to level 4, which they're trying to be. They're like, there's no need for a for a human takeover,
where it can drive in most conditions, but not like, for example, all weather conditions or special situations where roads are closed or there's detours and shit like that. That would be level 5, where a human is never ever expected to take over. But yeah, so like you said, this Mercedes one, it's basically designed
for traffic,
for like sitting and chilling in traffic, so you can crank one off in traffic or like blast a cigarette.
I don't know if it's cranking. I think
you can crank one off.
You can read books.
You can do anything while you're cranking one off.
Not really. I mean, I can't.
You can put up privacy shades and absolutely just rub one out in traffic. You've done it while driving. Didn't you say that you jerked off while driving once? See, now that's where he's got one up on me, folks, because I have never done that.
I don't know what he's talking about, but I'll tell him in the bonus whether or not I did.
Okay. I had sex while driving once, so I guess I win there, which was incredibly irresponsible and stupid, but also fucking awesome.
Well, yeah.
Okay, wait. So should we?
Well, so the Mercedes thing is cool though. It's and apparently if you see, you'll see these like teal lights will come on if you are driving behind one or in front of one. It'll basically alert people around it, and especially emergency responders.
Oh, sure.
Who will want to know.
That's one of the issues that I take with Tesla is that their marketing of it, just their name, full self-driving, implies to people.
It's so misleading.
Yeah, it's so incredibly. That's why there's been so many accidents. Is people just they don't. I mean, I don't know how much disclaimers and shit like that Tesla requires people to look at and read before they sign up for it. But yeah, it's very much not as the name implies. It is not full self-driving.
Also, to be clear, this is like, as we've been joking, pretty far too. You know, like The Verge says there are a lot of things for it to be necessary for the system to work. There must be a vehicle in front of your car. Reasonable road conditions with readable markings and lines. Clear weather and light conditions. Drive Pilot can't be used at night or in the rain. The headlights and wipers must be set to auto for it to work. It's only available on freeways that have been mapped by Mercedes with GPS positioning that is precise to the centimeter and even accounts for continental drift.
God
can't
damn.
I know.
Can't be continental drift? Those Germans, man.
Truly.
Is there anything they can't do? Yeah, win World War II, am I right?
Or be crazy
or
and
the
racist.
First one.
Can't be used in construction zones, in addition to detecting vehicles and signs. So, I mean, you get it. We're not quite at...
yeah.
We're not quite at self-driving cars here, but it's better than Tesla, I guess.
Yeah. Well, let's shift gears, man. Can you do it? Pop that clutch. Let's go. Gentle, man, you got to take your foot off the gas. Okay, wow, you shifted gears. What are we in, a tractor? Holy shit.
This is the John Deere episode.
Oh, jeez, man. John Deere, that's another one that's publicly traded. I can't remember their ticker symbol.
John Deere John.
Dear John Deere. I have a piece of street art.
Dear John Deere.
I have a piece of street art in my there's a semi-famous Los Angeles street artist who puts these... Yeah, Kook. Puts the signs around. And I bought one from him, and he was like, hey, the Gert, because one of the O's is green.
Hey, the Gert.
He said the O is from an old John Deere tractor.
Cool.
That's kind of cool.
That is cool.
Anyway.
Choof.
It's not worth anything. Mark Zuckercorn made the whole market take a big fat wet shit last week. Just made everybody go, oh, my tummy. Oh, no, my tummy hurts. And then it was too late, and everybody shit their pants. Everybody...
Just by being hot.
I made it to the toilet in time, but not everybody
Not
else.
me.
Yeah. You shit your pants?
Yep.
Yeah, it was pretty...
And the problem wasn't wearing any.
You weren't wearing any pants?
I kind of shit the couch.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Thanks a lot, Hot Zuck.
Yeah. Sexy Mark Zuckerberg caused... It's really funny because just like a year ago, they had the biggest increase in market cap, in market value in a single day. And then they also just had the biggest decrease, $200 billion.
And why is that?
Because basically on the conference, so earnings are one thing because their earnings themselves were not that lackluster. It wasn't enough to justify the nearly 20% sell-off that they had. But it was the conference call. The conference call is where you get analysts asking questions. You get Mark Zuckerkorn saying shit.
Being hot
and sexy. And he had warned on the conference call that they're in the middle of a new investment cycle, that they are pumping $40 billion a year into, I believe it was $40 billion. Yeah. He warned that AI is a multi-year investment cycle that's going to take several years and that the stock is usually volatile during this stage of product rollouts. He said that they're going to be shoveling billions of dollars more into this stuff before they see any meaningful revenue from it. So that scared the shit out of everybody because it reminds them of the days when they switched to Meta and they were going all in on the metaverse. But
which has panned out beautifully.
He did, a fucking flop of flops. He said that smart investors know, and we've been here before, and he called out reels and stories as proof of that because those were once new things.
He's like, you guys have seen that we can successfully steal other people's features
and make money off of them. But reels and stories didn't cost fucking $40 billion a year, my man. Like the things that you guys do well is stuff that people actively would use on a daily basis. And crucially, another big difference another big thing for them is that these other companies have the cloud to help monetize their AI ambitions. Google, Microsoft, Amazon, whereas Meta only has advertising. That's all they got.
Jesus.
And fucking shrimp Jesus. So he did hint that they could start to charge outside entities for their compute capabilities. So that's potentially a thing. Maybe they're getting into their own cloud. I don't know why they haven't gotten into their own cloud thing, but with the amount of chips and shit that they're buying, maybe they will. And then, have you noticed on Instagram when you go to the search function,
the AI?
Yeah, have you tried it at all?
No,
because it's fucking stupid.
Why?
Right?
Why would I need that?
Yeah. Have you seen the?
I'm just trying to search big butts, my guy. What do I need AI for that?
And it gives you. Did you see? It gives you like suggested prompts.
No,
probably just even ignore it. Yeah,
I was pissed as soon as I saw it.
I see it in it. There was one of the suggested prompts said,
and you can't turn it off.
No, you can't. And there's like 3 rows of them. It's just one of them said, "Show me a fireplace." So
why?
I clicked it and I was like, "Okay, show me a fireplace." And it showed me a picture of a fucking fireplace, and I'm like, "Cool." That's not what I come to Instagram for. I don't know why.
Why are you coming to Instagram?
So,
the
to
big
kill
butts.
time. And then it
because
says,
I'm addicted to it.
and then it said animate. It gives you the option of animating the fucking fireplace. And I was like, I don't give it. I don't.
Did you got to animate it? Though.
I didn't. I think I did, but it took too long, and then I left.
The problem is he's just a huge dork. Clearly,
Who? Him, Mark Zuckerberg.
Yeah, his worldview is like, well, everyone's gonna think that's cool. It's like literally no one does.
It's gonna be really cool.
Yeah,
yeah, it's not. Then another. I pulled it up again and I tried it again, and one of the suggested prompts. Again, this is a brand new tool, Meta AI, that they're rolling out with. One of their suggested prompts for me as a new user to like check it out was describe how to make a U-turn on Instagram.
Yikes.
Yeah. So I clicked it and it gave me a fucking long mini article on how to execute a U-turn.
But
and
was
I'm
it like a chat bot, basically?
Yeah, it's all of the above. It creates, it's kind of its own chat GPT, I guess.
For what? Make it a separate app if people want to use it. What the fuck?
Yeah, I know. Calm down, dude.
What do you think?
He's getting so mad.
I mean, I am getting the AI integration into things is just like.
We all know you hate integration. So you want to keep them separate. Separate but equal.
AI and things that work perfectly fine. Yeah.
Yeah.
What do you think Mark Zuckerberg's favorite movie is? It's pretty revealing. I feel he's like
The Matrix.
No, I bet you
Matrix.
it's like Zootopia. He's like, that's pretty interesting. I feel like he's a fucking...
Well, because the animals can talk, whereas in our universe,
he's
they
like,
cannot.
maybe we could make the metaverse look kind of like Paw Patrol.
Well, so the thing is, they've rolled out, apparently tens of millions of people have access to it and have tried it, but they currently don't make any revenue off of those interactions. And he said that he did rightfully point out that they've got a good track record of monetizing things once they've achieved the proper scale. So I think that they're just...
Oh, good. I can't wait till they add ads to the fucking chat GPT.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. But
Great.
I mean, that's what the stock market would love. That's what investors would
Yeah.
love is seeing.
Oh,
seeing
great.
that
The thing
shit.
I didn't want now has ads.
Hey, you want to make a fireplace? Go ahead. I could do anything. I could describe to you how to make a U-turn. I could make a picture of a fireplace.
Sponsored by Home Depot.
Sponsored by Home Depot.
Are you trying to make a fireplace at home this year?
I noticed that you wanted me to make a picture of a fireplace. Well, no, I didn't. Well, anyway, here's an ad for Home Depot.
Play the
Oh, geez. What? This?
the Bill Gates. Oh no.
Oh, yeah.
Well, yeah.
No, fuck that. Because, yeah, everybody, look, if you saw Mark Zuckerberg with a beard, it was fake. The beard was fake.
AI did that. A nice
AI
little
did
filter.
that.
I will say though,
He did look good as hell.
he still looks good.
And he's got whoever's his PR team, they're fucking crushing it, man. Because he's been transformed.
You think he got a team where they were like, just be normal, and it's
I actually don't think so. I think that he just continued to be himself and shamelessly pursued whatever hobbies and stuff he wanted to.
which like a normal person should do.
Yeah, and
especially when
because-
you've got all the money in the world. It's like, you want to do some jujitsu? Sure, go for it.
Yeah, you want to ride a surfboard
Yeah, you
with an
wanna-
American flag on it in Hawaii? That's kind of cool, I guess. He made being a dork cool, and
But he doesn't even seem dorky anymore. He just seems kind of normy and like,
yeah.
that's the thing. He's like made the brave decision to just be like normal.
Yeah.
And normal looking. Like Jeff Bezos looks insane, him and his wife.
Well, he's
just,
also like 30 years older than him, but sure.
I mean, Elon Musk can't be that much older than him. And I mean, every time you see a picture of that guy with his shirt off, you're like, did he swallow a barrel? What the fuck happened?
It looks like he swallowed another guy.
Like,
does. He's holding
He looks the Men in Black guy that's
It's
full
like-
of bugs.
Oh, jeez. He also looks like what's his name from Dune, Harkonnen,
oh yeah.
Baron Harkonnen, and strangely bald. He just has no body hair.
Oh yeah.
My man.
Very smooth and
Even
so
I,
pale.
even I got some.
So
So pale. Pale as the day is long. So yeah, that kind of shit's pretty fun. And he is wearing a chain, like so he's kind of rizzed out or whatever they call it.
Yeah, he's taking a
He's
note,
taking a W, I guess.
taking a note from the Italian American community, putting a chain on.
Oh, I never noticed that you wear a chain.
Yeah, you got
What
it.
is with that? Does it connect you to God?
No, you're just like born with it when you're a guinea from New Jersey. I can't get it off.
It connects you to
To my New
tomato
Jersey roots.
sauce somehow. Damn, that's pretty cool, man. I can't wear that because my skin is too sensitive.
What do you mean?
Metal touching my skin, I get a rash. Yeah, fucking
Continues to be the
sucks.
most interesting person I know.
Sucks ass, dude. I
Metal
wanna wear
touching
it.
your skin
Yeah, it's a common thing. People get an adverse reaction to
to
like
gold?
I don't know.
I feel like that
gold,
happens when
silver,
you wear like bad.
cheap shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Why don't you buy a nice chain?
I don't know. I want to change the subject now.
I could take you to when we're in New York, I'll get you fitted out.
Yeah,
with a
okay.
chain.
That's good. That'd be cool. Thank you, Daddy. Okay, last couple things. The New York Stock Exchange is testing round the clock trading, 24/7 trading. It's gonna happen. It'll be within the next year, I bet, that they make it round the clock.
You'll be able to gamble wherever you want soon enough.
I mean, this would be good and bad for me because I have definitely bought options. Because options, you can't. As soon as the market closes, whatever options positions you've got, you got to wait till the next day to sell them. And if you've got options and a company has just reported earnings, I can't tell you how many times the stock's up after hours, and I'm like, fuck yeah, my options are going to be great tomorrow. But then by the time it opens, it's now tanked and they're worthless. Where I'm like, God, if I was only able to sell after hours, I'd be able to. I mean, the companies that, the market making company, the Citadels of the world are going to absolutely embrace this because they're going to make twice as much money.
You can leave your 24-hour stockbroker job, go straight to Dave & Buster's with your kid.
Oh, man.
Keep the party going.
Keep the party going. Bet on your shitty kid. I wonder how many, God, there's so many relationships that are just going to be broken from the Dave & Buster's thing.
Do you think so?
I don't know, man. I hope not. I pray to God, no. I hope that they become stronger, actually, and that everybody wins. But, like,
Because, I mean,
how are you going to bet?
I don't think that many people are like, God, if they allowed gambling here, I'd be throwing down thousands.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I know some guys who are pretty well. They were betting like $500 on a billiards game, pool game. So
yeah, those guys were really rich though.
that's true. They were.
That was like that money to them is like nothing.
Yeah, it's like $500 to me. To me, it's actually exactly.
To me, it's $500.
It's exactly $500.
To them, it's like probably $50.
Probably $50. Yeah. You remember hearing the thing about Bill Gates that he's so rich, it wouldn't even be like worth it for him to bend over and pick up $100. It would like cost it. I remember there was all this lore around him.
Oh, like the energy he expends from just.
It would actually cost him money to bend over to pick up. He's so rich that like it would actually be more efficient for him to burn it. Or something like that. Well, I think we'll leave the people with this, right?
Yeah, this is my problem. This is like with all this like AI integration into everything. It's just all so ridiculous. Play it, and then we can talk about it.
AI will play a role in climate action.
Well, absolutely.
Started over because she's got an accent.
She got cut off.
Started.
Is she Scottish?
I don't know.
Do you think AI will?
She said fink.
Did think?
No, she said fink.
Listen
Do
to
you
me.
think AI? Do you think AI will play a role in climate action?
Well, absolutely, because our ability to model complex phenomena, the AIs are helping.
I got to point out the fact that these mics are just like ambient room mics, and they're just sitting there. That's fucking.
I don't think
wild.
it sounds that good.
Oh,
I noticed it too. I was like, oh, cool. They just started over. Well, why not?
Jesus Christ. Okay, sorry everybody.
But listen to
Do you
the sound.
think AI will play a role in climate action?
Well, absolutely, because our ability to model complex phenomena, the AIs are helping a lot with that. So, for example, looking at the genetics of cows and saying, hey, some cows emit a lot of methane and some emit very, very little. And some cows survive in hot weather very well and some do not. And then along with our ability to edit genes, one of the most dramatic source of emissions that at one time I wasn't sure the path forward. Now we can see either making the cows better or various techniques where they create meat without the cow.
Do you think AI?
So he's talking about making the cows better.
The AI is going to help make cows that emit less methane.
Yeah, less farty cows. Give them some gas X. That usually works for me.
It's also funny with all these things. It's always, I don't know. It's never the obvious thing. It's always like, we got to make cows that fart less.
What would be the obvious thing for you?
Eating less meat.
Yeah.
Changing practices in factory farming and all this shit.
True.
But instead, it's just like no one can be made even like the slightest bit uncomfortable. We have to be perfectly like air conditioned all the way into our boiling death. It's like
air conditioning rocks though. You got to hand it to air conditioning.
And like again, all of these things, but no one will just build a fucking train. We got to make it so cows don't fart, and like AI will help us recode their genes, but you can't just lay a fucking track.
Fucking A, brother.
I mean, it's
wow.
I feel fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm eating less beef these days. I mean, chickens don't fart.
Why?
Chicken farts are eggs, man.
Eat all the beef you want. We're just
I
going
don't
to
want to
change
eat
the
that much
goddamn genes.
No, I want to eat the
We're
chickens.
just going to make cows that don't fart.
I think that instead of fartless cows, we're going to make our way to just like...
they're going to make fartless cows, and they're going to find out that it's they give us all cancer or something.
Probably. I was going to guess that they grow, it's like lab grown meat where they just don't have a heart or a brain. It's just an abomination. They should call that's what they should call the meat company too. Abomination meat. Like Liquid Death. Like how Liquid Death has water with their whole extreme thing, Liquid Death, and it's kind of tongue in cheek. They should do that with lab grown meat and call it abomination meat.
But spelt like Obama.
Obama? No, because then no. Also, God, I know that Bill Gates is a creep and shit. Or I think I really have no idea because I don't.
He was getting down on the freaking
on the Epstein Express.
Epstein Impress.
I screwed up. Okay, I fucked up. God. So
and this is how I Epstein Impress.
But looking back at how Elon Musk was like, oh, you betting against Tesla? Therefore, you think that I'm like...
Right, therefore, like you want me to fail and climate change
what a fucking cock. What a stupid ass. These people are just stupid idiots. You know who got it right? Having tons of money? Fucking Tom from MySpace or whatever.
Why? What's
he just
up to?
fucked off. He just
Oh,
fucked
I mean, yeah.
off.
There probably are plenty of people who just fuck off and shut the fuck up.
You know who the real winners are? The guys who are the people who are worth, I don't know, from 500 million to like maybe $1 billion. They are just the secret wealthy people who nobody knows about. You don't know who their fucking name. Like the people who are number 800 on the wealthiest Americans.
Yeah,
list.
but
they're just chilling there. They're just like, I don't have to do a fucking
even
thing.
if you have billions and you can shut the fuck up, you're doing great. But like a lot of them just can't. I mean, literally every time I see J.K. Rowling trending on Twitter or something, I'm just like, just say nothing.
Yeah, just put your phone down.
Just, why do you even have a phone? I wouldn't have a phone. I would just.
I'd have a flip phone.
I mean, I can't imagine being like, I've actually got something to say about trans stuff.
Yeah.
I'd be inaccessible.
I'd be, I don't know. I'd just be doing cool shit all the time. Imagine the coolest thing I could be doing.
Riding a surfboard with an American flag?
No, I wouldn't do that with a flag. Dylan, what do you think is a cool thing I'd be doing?
Get a blimp and just ride around LA.
Ooh, yeah.
You kind of live up there and
with
like,
a loudspeaker.
There's the rich guy who lives in the blimp.
That's a
cool.
great idea. Yeah. Living in a blimp. And I would have a
living in a blimp.
Oh man. And I'd like make a song up there and I'd blast it.
Yeah.
You know.
God, he wrote a fucking song. He's got a new idea.
Hello down there.
LA relocates somewhere in the desert, so they
the entire city of LA relocates.
Yeah, because they can't get away from.
Yeah, but guess what? It's a fucking blimp. I could fly out there.
He followed us here.
Yeah. Hey, where'd you guys go? I was flying around LA and noticed it was pretty empty. That's pretty cool. You guys moved out here.
How are you gonna get food? I guess little.
I don't know.
A smaller blimp
drones,
situation.
yeah.
I'll crash it whenever I need food and then buy another.
A real Hindenburg situation.
Yeah, I'll Hindenburg
You get
that
those
shit.
Amazon drones up there.
I would threaten everybody. I'd be like, if you guys do it again, I'll fill this thing with fucking hydrogen. I swear to
Everyone's
God.
like, fucking do it.
Okay, fine, I will.
Living in a blimp.
Living in a blimp, cause I got too much money.
I would say living in a blimp like a motherfucking pimp.
Living in a blimp like a motherfucking pimp. Okay, that's a good spot to end it.
On living in a blimp.
Let's see. What are we going into for the bonus episode, guys? I'm gonna drink some Prime.
Are you really?
Yeah, because I need a little. I ran out of Diet Coke.
I don't know if you should do that.
Did you hear Kendrick Lamar released a new track today? Yep, I'm Kendrick Lamar.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did.
Is it a diss on Drake?
It's probably a diss. That's all they're doing.
You know what song I really like? Actually, I'll tell you in the bonus.
Yeah,
Actually,
tell them in the bonus.
I'm gonna open the bonus with it.
We got some India, Pakistan shit. We got
the Laker girls.
I don't know. We got all kinds
Bring
of shit.
in the Laker girls.
We got all the Laker girls. Got the Laker girls, man. Hell yeah, dude. I got a story about the Laker girls in the bonus.
Do you really?
Yeah, I do. BenandEmilShow.com.
BenandEmilShow.com.
.com.